Day 4. Doesn't seem that cold. I think it's about 34, 35 degrees. Okay, today we have on slate pace lining work with sprints. Now that's going to be dependent on how many people show up. 4 would be great. I could do it with 3. Okay, let's roll on out there, see what we got. Hey cycling community, this is Steve Grustis, the Cycling Greek. This is day 4 of the X Block. So the 3 of us here are the ones that are left from yesterday's tough workout. Actually, this is now Tuesday, and the others have gone to work, and our schedules are more flexible. So what we're going to do is a team workout. There's only 3 of us, but it'll work with 3. 4 is better though. As you watch some of the video, I'm going to voice over and explain the workout.
This team-oriented workout was basically a paceline workout with a sprint enhancement. Each of the 3 of us would take a 1-minute pull at tempo pacing. At a certain point, I would yell, "Okay, sprint." Then the first 2 people would take off, and the 3rd person would remain the pacer. Of the 2 that took off, the one in the front would be the lead out. The 2nd person would be the sprinter. The pacer would continue his pace and then pick up the other 2 as he came across. It was the responsibility of the other 2 to get on that rider's wheel. Because there were 3 of us, this was easier to manage. We always made sure that we were in the same order, no matter where we were in the exercise. As you can see on the screen, the lead out is just pulled off and the sprinter is starting a sprint. I am keeping a steady 20 miles an hour. I will pass the lead out on my way to picking up the sprinter. The lead out is going to get on my wheel and hold it. Same thing with the sprinter when I pass him. Now you're probably thinking 20 miles an hour is not all that much. Well, we have a little bit of a headwind, and with our previous days of riding, we're all at various levels of knackered. Let's watch this again. At a certain point, I yell, "Okay, sprint," and these 2 take off. While these 2 are doing their thing, let's talk about the basic core of this workout, the pace lining. This was 3 hours of 1-minute pulls at a steady pace. When you first start off, you're thinking this isn't too tough, but after a couple hours, it starts to wear on you. For these pace lining sessions, I like to use between 3 and 6 people. As the season progresses, those 1-minute pulls go down to 30-second, 20-second, and 15-second pulls, depending on how many people are in the group, and the speed increases. When I first started doing it last season, we started at about 20 miles an hour. By the middle of the season, we had cut our pulls down to about 20 seconds, and we were maintaining 23 to 24 miles an hour for that entire 3-hour period. I highly recommend these pace lining workouts. It's not only a great way to increase your form, but it's a fantastic team building tool. After we finished our workout, I still had another 20 miles to get home. At mile 85, I decided to do a 20-minute steady state effort. At mile 91, I was fortunate enough to latch onto the back of a fast-moving tractor. I only lasted a minute or 2, but that was fun. Once I got separated, I continued with my 20-minute interval.
Okay, that's day 4. Day 4 is in the books. So you got to see 2 workouts in one. We did the pace lining with the sprinting, or you can always just do the pace lining alone. Tomorrow is going to be just an easy trainer, and then get ready for the next 4 days, which will be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But looks like there is rain coming in, much needed rain, on Friday and Saturday. So I may adjust my schedule a bit. So stay tuned for that. Comment, like, subscribe. The Cycling Greek.